Hello everyone, it's Mel, and welcome back to more Baldur's Gate. We're just gonna jump right into it because I want to check out the Merchants League, and I have a knock spell to let me do so. It's basically, the place had a name and thus caught my interest.
I've got this.
And I also have to talk with Scar, I think, about the iron and start investigating the Iron Throne.
What you want?
Tell me, you want it?
Okay, I can't get in. Can I just smack the door? Okay, guess we're not doing that. Fair enough. Tavern and Inn, Flaming Fist, Yield Inn, General Store, Seven Sons, Potion Shop. Thankfully, because I've explored the whole city, I can basically just, go to anywhere. I can go off map. And get to anywhere in the city. Harbor Master's building. Actually, yeah, let's go to the Harbor Master's. See what we got rolling for us here. I also need to see what that stat tome is. Who has the stat tome? Like, I can tell by how it's made, it's a stat tome. Tome of Clear Thought. The Tome of Clear Thought contains a collection of esoteric and scholarly literature, often involving obscure mathematical or algebraic formulae, or the occasional reference to interplanar biology. Such tomes are usually magically enhanced and thereby allow an individual to raise his or her intelligence by a single point. Unfortunately, the manual will disappear after a single use. Huh. I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably gonna use it on Rel because I am gonna transfer her forward into Baldur's Gate 2.
Don't worry about me.
Nasty times are coming, I reckon.
Hey there, what can I do for you? We've been investigating some weird goings-on, and we thought that the Harbor Master must know a great deal what with the comings and goings of the merchant ships. Yeah, as the Harbor Master, I'm privy to a lot of what's going on. What's it that you want to know? Do you know much about the Iron Throne? The Iron Throne's been making some major moves in the city. They've been making inroads in all sorts of markets, but the most noticeable would be iron. Their competitors just sit there and take it. It's really weird.
You're rather outlandish folk to be wandering round here.
Okay. Now, to be fair, there's nothing inherently bad about them expanding their market. Except for the fact that we have found evidence in other chapters that they are doing this by... well, let's be real, not great means.
You want it? You got it.
A whole bunch of sailors. Get a quick rest. Hi, mate. Bend your ear for a second. What do you call a fish with no eyes? I don't know. Shh! You're a landlubber if I ever saw one, mate. Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's a fish with no eyes. Oh.
I think I had too much to drink.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Put him in the cabin with the captain. Or no. Put him in the cabin with the captain's daughter. Put him in the cabin with the captain's daughter. Put her in the cabin with the captain. Put her early in the morning. I flounder and then I lobster. I flounder and then I lobster. But with all my soul I know she'll be a swimming home to me. Well, okay then. You know what? We're talking to everyone now. Oh, sighed the by.
Why are the streets so wobbly?
Oh, Ides the by that builds the boat, and Ides the by that sails it, and Ides the by that catches the fish and brings them home to Liza.
Hello, pal.
Ahoy there, mate. Pull ye up a chair and let us carouse together. We all here be sailors of the Yawning Mary, testing our land livers while on shore leave. The Yawning Mary? Aye, she's a fine ship that moves at a fast clip, and there's never been better, you have my word. We'd have outsailed Baldur on himself, were he still here to meet the challenge.
I need some ale.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, that nobody can deny. That nobody can deny, that nobody can deny. We don't need to hear the song no more. As much as I enjoy singing. So, we're not going to just run face first into Iron Throne headquarters.
Don't worry about me.
We are going to see what else is down in this corner, though. This is much nicer to do now that I've, I'm not poisoned. Hello, the low lantern. Can I get on the ship? Yes, I can. Lobar, what are you?
You want it? You got it.
What do you need?
Welcome to the Low Lantern, my friends. I trust you will enjoy your stay and sample much of our lively fare. An excellent suggestion. This looks to be quite the popular place. Oh, indeed, we have patrons of every possible profession. I think it unlikely you'll find a more diverse collection of people peacefully collected in the same room. Not that we don't have our share of rabble-rousers, but we're well equipped to quickly quell any disturbance. Have a nice stay.
What do you need?
Huh. Now what is this place? Well, there's a bartender, there's a gamesman.
You're a lucky fella, aren't you?
I'll wager 5 gold. I lost 5 gold. Huh. So this looks like it's some kind of ship-based tavern. You come here for some purpose, no? Tell you the secret, there is no purpose, only entropy. Wondrous, sensuous entropy. My soul sister and I know entropy better than most. Perhaps we teach you some of its pleasures, no? What's your name and what's this whole entropy crap you're going on about? I am Destera. I am Desreta. She is Vaya. We are one with Void. We know life has no meaning. Let us show you entropic pleasure. It will delight you with its icy touch. Uh-huh. Look, we really have to get going, so, you two just keep doing whatever it is you do. You miss much. You miss what Void could offer. You are deluded that life has meaning. It does not. No. Life very much has meaning. And at least in Rel's eyes. You should live your life with everything you have. Because if you don't do that, you're just existing.
You want it? You got it.
So you should throw yourself into everything with your entire heart. Because at least then, you can't regret that you gave up.
You need something, stranger?
What in the nine hells are you lot doing in your room? Sorry for bothering you. I have no need to bother him.
I've got this.
Yes, he was defensive, but wouldn't you be with someone just barging into your room like we did there?
You want it? You got it.
Oh, we can go. Yeah, there we go.
You want it? You got it.
So, let's see what else we can find in the city. Because there's a bunch of places I haven't gone yet. Like, first of all, I want to take another look in the Hall of Wonders here. Good on you, friend. Come inside the Hall of Wonders, but please remember the 1 gold donation. It provides sponsorship for those that craft curious wonders inspired by Gond. This patronage provides the not immediately saleable works produced. That's not much to pay. Please enter and enjoy the works within. Gondsman Brethlin will offer insights on a number of items, but his time is limited and the tour will not be extensive. Enjoy. Huh.
Don't worry about me.
Helical Aerial Wonder. That looks like a Da Vinci thing, actually.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of God. Please don't touch the displays. Or me.
I hope you had little difficulty making your way here. People are often confused by the companion building across the lane, the High House of Wonders. It is the consecrated temple to Gond, our worship center on the Sword Coast, and parent temple to the hall here, separated to ensure that tourism does not disrupt the sanctity of our reverence. The two structures are nevertheless linked by a bridge, and that they might be guarded as one. I want to know what's in there.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of Gond.
Here is a wondrous item forged from the mind of one of our respected gnomish brethren. Known as a steam dragon, is a remarkable if somewhat noisy means of moving large objects. The fire in its belly powers mighty gears that can be affixed to belts and pulleys, hauling loads that would require dozens of strong backs. Our own harbor employs such items on a grand scale, relieving ships of their cargo in a matter of moments. A mite detrimental to the jobs of several longshoremen when installed, it has greatly improved the health of the few remaining.
Please don't touch the displays. Or
Another
me.
marvel of ingenuity, the Pump of Gond. By standing astride the seat, one is able to move water as a mill wheel might, with only the power of the legs. Excellent for watering fields or draining a flooded home. Hard work to ride for long. It does spare the back and neck from bearing the weight of buckets.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of Gond.
Bringing light where there is naught but darkness, the Everlight. The natural law that all must fall helps feed continuous oil to a system of lamplights, eliminating bothersome refueling for weeks at a time. This is the enormous tank that holds the oil in reserve. None yet need be stranded in the night again, as it is inevitable with standard illumination. Have you ever known the oil to run out during the daytime?
Please don't touch the displays. Or me.
Here be an amazement if there ever was one. Without question, you've all seen a mariner's standard spyglass, that crude device that roughs out a coastline. It is but a shadow of this work of art from faraway Lanton. We are informed that it is labeled a telescope, or some such, when initially assembled, but we have taken to calling it a farseer, a much more elegant name for its function and craftsmanship. The faces of the stars themselves are visible with its aid, and one is liable to run out of earth before running out of sight. Our local craftsmen have not been able to recapture Gon's original inspiration, and the inner workings remain a detailed mystery. Thus, while copies of its beauty are available, they function no better than the spyglass I mentioned.
Please follow, and I shall endeavor to introduce you to the majesty of God.
I apologize, but I have to take my leave. I have duties in the temple and must leave you to marvel on your own. Are there questions I might answer before I go? What time are the doors closed and when might they open? Dawn to dusk we are open for viewing. We've a myriad of lighting, but our treasures are best viewed during daylight, when the eyes are open and the mind is fresh. Another inquiry? You spoke of the two halls being guarded as one. What did you mean by that? Oh, it's a simple matter. With the halls conjoined, guards in one area can pass to the other in a matter of moments. This is actually little needed, what with the extensive use of wards to keep out miscreants. Any number of guarding spells can be triggered simply by passing near one. Anything else? Forgive me, but I cannot dally about any longer. Duty calls, but enjoy your visit nonetheless. Please respect the needs of our other brethren as well, and leave with the falling of darkness. Many have nightly devotions that require their time, and they appreciate not having to hunt out stragglers. Huh. What are you? What are you? I want to know what's in the trap chest.
Don't worry about me. I've got this.
Okay.
You want it? You got it.
Let us see what else we can get in trouble. I saw some, like, noble houses and stuff that it looks like we can explore. So I think I'm gonna go poke in those for a bit. Ah, there we go. Manor.
You want it? You got it.
And that's a tavern.
Yep.
Oh, Imowen!
Give it to me straight. You want it? You got it. Don't worry about me.
Away with you, beggar!
My word! What nefarious deity have I crossed to warrant the siege of my home by heavily armed roustabouts and ruffians? Storming in here as you have is rude, if not downright illegal. What possibly can you say that would stop me from having you thrown in stocks? Sorry for bothering you, we'll just be on our way. Good, make sure you don't dirty those. Here's my thing. I'm going to try something.
What is it this time?
Nira? Well, first of all, let's put most of these in here. Open container. Where is it? There it is. Aha!
My turn to save the day.
Hello, pal.
My word, such a backache I have. I feel as though I've been standing for ages. I thank you for releasing me, and now I await your price. I am well acquainted with mercenaries and the like, and know that one does not rescue such as I for the good of one's health. Though you wish much of me, there is nothing I can give. I will be off now before you try to force something from me. Let's get out 4 more scrolls, shall we? Now, why were they all turned to stone in here?
What do you need? I've got this.
Glad to meet you, friend.
I awake from dark slumber and see before me a deva? Surely you must be such a creature to have rescued me. My name is Vale. Please honor me with your name as well. I am Rel, but certainly no deva. I'm sorry I have no reward for you, and I must be on my way immediately. There are many things that might have been happening while I was trapped in this stone form. Oh, buddy!
Away with you, beggar!
I mean, I might as well make off with what I can.
Stand back and watch this.
Tell me.
I have no
Don't worry
idea
about me.
why he had a bunch of people who were statues in his house.
I've got this.
I mean, I would certainly like to know you're locked. Fair enough. That's what the knock spell's for.
Give it to me straight. I've got this. Don't worry about me.
Bother and bother, never a calm spot, never a break.
I'm a touch busy at the moment. Was there something you needed? Terribly sorry.
I serve the flaming fist.
You don't want to arrest us, especially if we give you these nice gold coins. 200 of them, in fact. Ah.
What do you need?
Well,
Mutton mongering riffraff.
I actually did not want to piss them off, but oh well. Oh. We're gonna load the game, because I just completely tanked my reputation. Do not piss off the Flaming Fist. Holy cow, do not piss off the Flaming Fist. Because, yeah, no. I can't afford to have my entire party decide, hi, I don't want to be with you anymore.
Stand back and watch this.
Oh, sorry for yelling.
Well, get back. Who are you? More of Ramazith's trickery, or are ye paired with that snake Degrodo? I swear none shall see the day when I get between feuding mages ever again.
Hey,
I live again? The last thing I remember is some old mage and a funny-looking lizard with beady eyes. Where am I now? I must go find...
I need some ale.
Well, that was unpleasant. I thank you for my freedom. I take it that I was petrified by the basilisk. That mage was one wily customer. I hope the creature turned on him before he could dispel it. I must be on my way now, as I have many things to do.
You're a I've done had enough
Hello,
of this.
pal.
Already talked with you.
Glad to meet you, friend.
I'm no Deva.
What do you need? Don't worry about me.
Okay. So.
Don't worry about me.
We know not to try and rob that thing.
Longer than I had originally thought.
Because,
What you want?
that went bad.
Tell me. You want it? You got it. You want it?
You know what?
You got it.
We're here about the servile position. The position? Ah, yes. We are indeed looking for a servant to help clean. It is ever so large an estate, and she does tend to get away on you if you're not careful. Have you any experience in such an expansive building? Not as such, but I ask only that I be given the chance to prove myself. Well, I would have wished for someone with a touch more credentials, but I'm run right ragged without help. You're hired, but watch your step. We have important guests at the moment, so you'd best stay in the background, clean the rooms in the east wing, and leave the west for me.
Don't worry about me.
Away with you, beggar!
I know not who you are, but because of my guests, I will refrain from having you outright killed. I advise you leave quickly, lest I change my mind. I will not tolerate strangers loitering about my house on an occasion such as this.
And boredom stalked the halls.
You've gone rather far afield, haven't you, servant? Well, no matter. Anyone to alleviate the boredom is appreciated, even if they are of the lower class. Try to be more amiable, Helshara. This week's end will not come soon enough. I tire of standing about playing watchman. Many a magical study awaits while I waste time guarding a rock. Helshara, Daddy would not trouble us with this if it were not so important. Your rock is an artifact fragment vital to constructing a skyship. No less so than my statuette and Delorna's spellbook. Fragment or no, I sit here guarding a pebble while the world goes on without me. I don't know how you and she stand it. Delorna is content to sit in contemplation whether entrusted the book or not, and I simply know that our father would not have me here without reason. Ephemeria, you should know by now that father is a few sparks shy of a fireball. Skyship or rowboat, if he made it, I wouldn't trust it to hold air, let alone float on it. I did not offer the captain the final product, just to guard the components. You know, sister, I think we've been duped. I do not believe I recognize the supposed servant. Sound the warning. Is as father predicted. A thief in our midst. I'm a servant here, just hired. I mean no harm. My apologies, I shall leave. You're no servant, you're either assassins or thieves. It matters not as you will die nonetheless.
I could really use Tensor's There's floating bandage over here.
You know what? No, I'm not just going to murder random people dealing with a sky ship. In fact, we're gonna go back downstairs.
Don't worry about me.
And get out of here.
I've got this.
Father and Father, never a calm spot. Never break.
You want it? You got it.
Like, no. I can't do that. What's here? A shop, Merchant's League counting house.
Don't worry about me.
Actually, let's go to the House of Splendors, thinking about it. I think it's here. Oh, right, we need to check out the Thieves Guild.
I've got this.
I've been meaning to do that. Let's check out Sorcerer's Splendors first, though. Oh, excuse me. Because also now I have some cash.
I've got this.
Yes?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, that be a lock of nymph's hair. A luckier being there cannot be than they who have gained the favor of such a creature. Would you be willing to part with a small portion of that sample? I could pay, say 500 gold for it. A generous offer, and I accept it.
Yes?
Let's see what you have then. Lots and lots of scrolls. Lots of potions.
Yes? Yes?
Actually, let's do some identifying. A ring of protection +2, the guard's ring. The guard was an immortal sentry assigned to protect the tomb that sheltered the body of a princess of the Akanal. Over millennia, respect for the grave disappeared with the memory of the royal family, and adventurers began to try their luck with the guard. It was inevitable that he would eventually be bested, and when he was, the ring he wore was one of many treasures taken from his tomb. Nice. Another protection from magic, protection from poison. Para, fire. More fire arrows. So we're gonna have to give that +2 AC ring to someone. Oh, you do have stuff you can check out, actually.
Yes?
Identify, please. Go to Yeslik. AC 7 bracers. Knave's robe. And the amplifier. What are you? The amplifier, known for its ability to enhance spellcasting, the amulet of metaspell influence, is highly sought over by magic practitioners. It was created by Eladrin Melwith, who resided in the Star Mountains. Her reasons for fabricating such an item stemmed from his womanizing habits, and to this extent the amplifier served his purpose well. It was later taken from him by a mage with a more destructive intent, but records detailing the change of hands vary widely. Nice!
Yeah, mate?
Though I think on that note, that is where I'm going to end off for the night. Next time, I promise, we will try to check out the Thieves Guild. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys then. Take care of yourselves, alright?